Hey family, I hope y'all are doing well. Uh, I have been away for a while, and that's basically the point of this video because I want to share with you guys and apologize for my absence. I want to share with you guys what has been going on. So, if any of you guys have, first of all, if this is your first time, thank you for watching, and I hope that this is a word for you and it's to help you, to bring understanding to what God is doing in your life. But when you ask God for something, the process between asking and receiving can be extremely, Lord, what is the word? It can just be, I don't even think I have a word to explain the depth of the process. Because a lot of people think that when you ask God for something and it doesn't happen right away, that all of the time that means he said no. And it's not true. When you ask God for something and you know in your heart that it would bless your life if you had that something, well, when you ask God for it, it's like you telling God, Father, I see what you have for me. Now I'm asking for you to give it to me. Then he tells you, or he shows you in your circumstances, or he brings that revelation to you that you're not ready. And you think you're ready because you have now asked for it. But there is a process, because we are partners with the Father. He does not just give us anything. We have to partner with him, show him that we are ready for it. I'm going to use my own experience as to what's going on right now in my life. So I asked the Father for something, and it's in my heart. I ask him for it almost every day. All the time I ask him for it. And then one day he said to me, if you want it, prepare for it. And then he started showing me where I am now. But he didn't only show me where I was now. He showed me how I'm handling where I am now. And I know some of y'all understand where I'm going with this, because the Father says, what you do with little, you will do with much. So if you have asked the Father for something, or you feel like where you are, you feel kind of too small and you want more, you want bigger, what you have right now needs to be appreciated, because where you are right now, you once asked for it, right? So now you're ready to level up. But Father said, he told me, when you master right now, when you master this level, then I will level you up. So I am going to be extremely transparent. As many of you know, I'm not married. I'm single and I don't have children. I live in a studio apartment, which is it's something that I asked for because I used to live in a car. I used to live in a red 2015 Kia Optima. So for many of you looking like, wow, that's all she got, she lived in a box and all of that, I once prayed for this. Now I got it. So there are many things that I've asked the Father for, and he told me, master where you are. And when he said it, it echoed, meaning I heard him say it before. It was many years ago, back in, I would say, 2019, right before my accident, right before my life changed. I was working a job, I was in leadership, and I was sitting at the computer one night. I was working graveyard. I was sitting at the computer and I heard God say, because I was working, but I was doing everything without even thinking about it. It was like God would tell me to do something and I would do it. It was like he was like, a lot of people didn't like me for my performance, but my management loved me for my performance. But I was only doing what the Father said. So I didn't know at the time that he was preparing me, he was grooming me, he was working on my heart to give me promotion. I didn't know that. So one night I'm sitting at this computer, I'm working like normal, and God said, you've mastered this level. And I froze. Because when God says that to you, now you're looking into the unknown. Because you know God finna take you somewhere. He's finna level you up. And like they say, new level, new devil. Okay? So I froze and I was like, I have mastered it. I do a lot of this without even thinking. I don't even ask my peers, my management for help. I just work. Whenever I come to something I don't quite understand, I pray. I could be in the middle of a situation, because I was in leadership, I was a shift lead. I could be in the middle of a situation and I'll just say, Father, help me. I'm drawing a blank right now. And I'll be still in that situation and I'll just wait. And it'll come. So to the people on the outside, it looks like, damn, she knows exactly what she's doing. But in the spirit, God was leading me. So he says, you've mastered the level. And I got scared because I didn't know where I was going. See, the closer you get to God, the more clear you hear him. And depending on the strength of your relationship with him, you will miss a lot of what he's saying to you, because you're in shock that he's even speaking to you, because now you know God is real. God is spirit. But once you accept it and you've been through it with God, and you guys now have a relationship and he's built something with you and you trust him to the point where, and that came out of God isolating you and showing you who he is and what he wants for your life through his work. When that happens, you can accept your identity as a child of God. So now you hear him all the time. It's like endless conversation. Endless. So when God told me, master this level, like I said, it brought me back to when he told it to me years ago. I said, okay. So depending on what I asked him for, that is the blueprint of my process right now. So if you ask the Father for more money, if you ask God to bless your finances, guess what? You got to learn how to manage your finances. You have to walk in a season of discipline, because you cannot have success without discipline. So when he told me to master this level, immediately I knew I had to be disciplined. So in a strength that I didn't see I had, or I didn't know I had, I disciplined myself. And then I saw a scripture and it said, humble yourselves. And I used to always think, how can we humble ourselves? Now I realize how to do that. Because I knew that with all this asking God for what I want, if I don't discipline myself, he will. And his hand is a lot heavier than mine on myself. So I said, okay, I'm walking in a season of discipline, because I want what I asked the Father for, and he ain't gonna give it to me till I'm ready. And right now, I know I'm not ready. So I said this in a video before. So what I did was I said, okay, I'm gonna apply for a job, another job. After God said no, like God had already told me, no, you don't need another job. But I was so focused on, my own discipline and trying to get to where I need to be so God could bless me with what I wanted. I was like, I need a job. That's when I made that short. God said it's enough, because he told me where you are right now, what I give you right now is enough. Work what you got right now. Manage what you got right now. And I was like, that would mean no days off. That would mean, because when you drive for Lyft, or if you're working, period, you start to see time as money and money as time. So I knew, okay, not only did I have to get my finances in order, I had to get my bills in order. Because Father said it's enough, right? He said it's enough. So now I got to see what the Father sees. So I got to work every day. Even when I'm tired. Even when I am exhausted. And I do be exhausted, y'all. I'll be tired. And I'll be like, all right, Father, Lord, I'm tired. I need rest. I'm tired. But then I remember, this is not a time to be like just comfortable. I'm in discipline. So I'll go to sleep, I'll get up, I'll go to work. So back to when I said, okay, I'm gonna get a job. Let me tell you what God did. I'm sorry, on my nose issue right here. So I picked up a passenger, and I picked her up before, and she worked a job that I thought would, like, okay, like I could do that. It's simple. It's enough for me to, build some money and, get to where I want to be. But she told me how to apply. I applied. I sent my resume in because there's no experience required. So I got a heavy background of management. I was in management for years. So I thought that would, if anything, they'll see I'm a responsible person. So I send in my resume to this man. I open up a bank account because that money from that job was for that bank account. Not for money I would live off of. It was for me to be disciplined, build what I want to be. It was just a whole plan that I saw, and I thought that this was the way to do it. So I'm waiting on the man to respond to my application, and he does. He expresses to me that he wants to set up an interview. In the same week, I received his response. Okay. When I replied to his email, that man disappeared. I ain't heard nothing since. I called him like twice, maybe 3 times. Nothing. So I was like, okay, Father, you're not gonna make this easy for me. Okay. And it's not that. This is what he told me. It's not that I want you to suffer. It's just you learn, you appreciate it more when you have to work for it. And I understand. Just what the Father is doing. I don't resent him for it. I know what he's doing because he's my Father. He knows best, and he's right. If I was to get that job, that would make it super easy for me. Super easy. So I knew, all right, we're gonna go up the hill instead of down the street. On a flat surface, easy, just going with no turns and stops. That's what I thought. Nah, God, like, we're going up the hill. And I'm like, Father, I don't want to go up this hill. He said, it's the only way. It's the only way for me. See, what people don't realize is that your process, it reflects you. This is how I'm going to learn. This is how I'm going to remember. This is how I'm going to appreciate because of who I am. So I got to go up the hill. I have to do it the hard way. That's just how I learn. I don't like it, but it is what it is. So I have a pretty good system. I work every single day. I be tired, but I sleep. I get up. I go to work. I would say I'm proud of myself, but I ain't even scratched the surface of, mastering where I'm at. merely in the beginning stages of everything. So I'm paying bills before they do. When I'm done working, I'm taking money out, putting it in another account. I'm preparing for the success that I prayed for. And it's not even God just said something. It's not even that he doesn't want to bless you. It's not. We are partners with God. Partners. He will bless the effort. And when he blesses the effort, see, we set the mind, and then we do what we got to do. He blesses the effort. Now, here's the thing. When he blesses me with what I asked for, it's gonna come after I've mastered the level. You gotta master the level. See, now I'm practicing. It's like a routine. Not a routine, but it's like, okay, I'm telling myself what to do. Like, okay, do you work? Take some money out, put some money over there. You know this bill coming up? Pay it now. When I master this level, I'll be doing that without even telling myself to do it. You know what I'm saying? It'll be like routine. It'll be like I ain't even gotta think about doing it. And God is gonna say, again, you've mastered the level. And then the blessing will come.